Monica assists her mother-in-law Helen in passing a large basin of laundry through the narrow doorway. Helen suggests to Monica to be mindful of the door sizes, or to choose smaller basins before moving into the house with shrinking doors, which sounds like a thriller premise, but could lead to comedic situations, like a washing machine stuck in the living room. It's essential to consider the actual dimensions of doors and windows. Let's start by splitting the 3D view into a new window. Right-click on the 3D view and select Display in Separate Window from the menu. This allows us to immediately see our commands reflected in the 3D view. The default hierarchical view in the furniture panel on the left can be a bit overwhelming. Luckily, there's a way to simplify things. Head over to the File menu and select Preferences. In the Preferences window, you'll see an option for Furniture Catalog View. Instead of the category folders, let's change this to Searchable List. To center the selected objects in the aerial view, choose Aerial View Centered on Selection. Now you have two ways to find furniture in the left panel. The Category List. The organized list helps you browse furniture by type, like doors, windows, or bedrooms. If you need something specific, simply type the furniture name into the search bar to quickly filter the list. Before construction starts, your architect will ask about door and window placement. In the early stages, we'll establish the general locations for doors and windows. To save time, we'll focus on a few representative types of windows. We'll explain the reasoning behind specific choices later in the video. In the Doors and Windows category, begin by typing Exterior into the search text box to filter the available furniture options. As you hover your mouse pointer over a door, a label will appear, showcasing a detailed description of the door or window, along with its dimensions and the creator of the model. Additionally, you'll get a closer look at the furniture with a slightly larger image displayed. In the Furniture Image list, simply drag and drop it onto your entry hall wall in the desired location. Begin by typing door into the search text box to filter the available furniture options. Then, drag the white door to an internal wall. We're not adding the 5 necessary doors at this stage. We'll explain why later in this video. To incorporate the front window, navigate to the search box and enter Small. Then, drag the double small window to the front wall of the bottom right room. To install a balcony door on the right side of the upper left room, begin by typing sliding into the search box. Next, drag the sliding window to your preferred position. In the upper right room, let's install another balcony door. Begin by typing quadruple in the search text box. Then, drag and position the quadruple French window to your desired location. To add a window to the bathroom, begin by typing small in the search box. Then, simply drag a small window to the upper wall of the bathroom. Given that we haven't arranged furniture yet, we'll concentrate on establishing preliminary positions for doors and windows. We'll delve into fine-tuning their placement in upcoming videos, where furniture arrangement becomes the primary focus. Nevertheless, while we're setting up these initial placements, it's crucial to account for clearance around doors and windows. In a floor plan, a door is usually depicted as a rectangle with a smaller rectangle inside representing the door itself. An arc is drawn outside the door rectangle to indicate the path of the swinging door. This arc helps visualize the clearance space required. By visualizing the arc, you can easily see if the door might swing into furniture, block walkways, or clash with another opening door. This helps avoid functionality problems in the final built space. During this phase of house design, it's important to specify the door clearances. To do this, select the interior door you want to modify and right-click on it. Choose Modify Furniture from the context menu. In the pop-up window, enter the desired clearance by adding 80 cm for the clear width, and an additional 10 cm for the frames in the width field. Similarly, input the actual height of 2 meters and 5 cm, considering the standard requirement of 5 cm for the door frame. Click OK to confirm the changes. This process establishes both the door clearance and the door framing requirements. Right-click on the door and choose Copy from the pop-up menu. Then, repeat this process 5 times. Right-click on the floor plan and select Paste from the pop-up menu to position the doors in the desired locations. By copying the doors, you won't have to redefine the height and width again if they all have the same dimensions. Another crucial characteristic to consider is the swing direction, whether it's in swing or outswing, or if it's a left-hand swing or right-hand swing. A left-hand swing door has its hinges located on the left side of the door frame. When viewed from the outside of the room, the door opens into. To convert a left-hand door into a right-hand door, or vice versa, follow these steps. Select the door by clicking on it. Double-click to open the Modify Furniture window. In the Location region of the window, choose whether to select or deselect the mirrored shape option, then press OK. Select the exterior door you want to modify and right-click on it. Choose Modify Furniture from the context menu. In the pop-up window, enter the desired clearance by adding 90 cm for the clear width and an additional 10 cm for the frames in the width field. Following the same logic, input the actual height of 2 meters and 5 cm for the additional framing. Click OK to confirm the changes. This process establishes both the door clearance and the door framing requirements. Before proceeding to the windows, let's adjust the openings of the doors. Begin by double-clicking on a door. In the Modify Furniture window, you'll notice that in the Size section, you can independently adjust the width, height, and depth without maintaining proportions. Next, click on the Modify Openings button. This will open the Modify Deformation window, where you can drag with your mouse to alter the view and opening of the door. Once you're satisfied with the changes, click OK. Keep in mind that after modifying the door opening, you'll no longer be able to adjust the door's dimensions separately. If you need to change the width and height independently, you'll have to click the Modify Openings button again. Then, in the Modify Deformation window, select the Reset Shape button. Finalize your door and window sizes first. You can then adjust the openings to fit your design. Double-click on the front window. In the Size region, input your desired width and height for the window. Next, click on Modify Openings to adjust the window opening to your preference. Once you're satisfied with the changes, press OK to apply them. To duplicate the window, right-click on it and select Copy. Then, right-click on the floor plan and choose Paste. Move the newly copied window to the left front room, ensuring its position as desired. Double-click on the sliding window. In the Modify Furniture window, specify the desired width and height for the window. Click on Modify Openings. Sliding windows operate horizontally, sliding along top and bottom tracks within the window frame. Unlike hinged windows, which require clearance for the sash to swing open, sliding windows don't intrude on interior space. However, it's worth noting that compared to some hinged windows, sliding windows may offer slightly less ventilation, since only a portion of the opening is truly exposed. Double-click on the Quadruple window. In the Modify Furniture window, specify the desired width and height for the window. Next, click on Modify Openings. Quadruple windows are a specialized window configuration, comprising for individual window panels, installed within a single frame. They are commonly utilized in larger openings to maximize natural light and ventilation. It's also worth mentioning triple windows, which feature 3 panels and serve a similar purpose. Until now, our placement of doors and windows has lacked precision. However, Peter is determined to have the front windows perfectly centered in each room. Here's how we can achieve this. First, select the Create Dimensions button on the toolbar. Then, click on one side of a window and double-click to create a dimension line. Afterward, offset the dimension line to allow for adjustments. Next, double-click on the inner side of the room and create another dimension line, ensuring it's offset as well. Now, click on the Select Objects in Plan button. Double-click on the dimension line associated with the window. Divide the values shown under distance between endpoints by 2. Repeat the same process for the dimension line associated with the room. Finally, with the window selected, hold down the Shift key and click on the dimension line. Then, use the arrow keys to perfectly position the window in the middle of the room. Let's explore another example. The interior walls of the floor must maintain a distance of 15 centimeters from the corners of the rooms. To achieve this, select the Create Dimensions button from the toolbar. Left-click on the corner of the room, drag the mouse, and then press Enter to input the value 15 centimeters into the length of dimension box accurately. Utilize the arrow keys to precisely position the dimension line to the corner of the room. Choose the Select Objects in Plan tool and click on the door to highlight it. Utilize the arrow keys to adjust the position of the door so that it aligns with the edge of the dimension line. To position the opposite door, select it and move it discreetly away from the 15 centimeters mark. Then, select the door that we've already positioned 15 centimeters away from the corner of the room, and while holding the Shift key, select the opposite door. Next, right-click on one of the selected doors, navigate to the menu, and choose Align or Distribute Furnitures. Finally, select Align on top from the options. You can apply the same techniques to accurately position other doors and windows on your floor plan. To transform a balcony door into a window, double-click on it. If you have already modified the openings, click on the Modify Openings button. In the Modify Transformation window, select Reset Shape, then press OK. Next, in the Modify Furniture window, adjust the elevation to 80 centimeters and the height to 1.3 meters. To transform a door into a passage or a window into an open window, double-click on the item. In the Modify Furniture window, navigate to the Color and Texture region, then click on the Modify Materials button. Select each material and set it to invisible, then press OK. As we progress beyond the initial design stages, and particularly when striving for precise door clearance measurements, it's essential to incorporate dimension lines. These lines serve to clarify intentions and effectively communicate door and window dimensions to professionals involved in the project. In the toolbar, select Create Dimensions. Then, double-click on the side of the door and offset the dimension line. Next, click on the Select Objects in Plan button and double-click on the dimension line. In the Modify Dimensions window, set the distance between endpoints to 80 cm and ensure Visible in 3D View is selected. Then, press OK. Double-click on the door, and in the Modify Furniture window, select Modify Openings and then Reset Shape to independently adjust the height and width of the door. Press OK to confirm the changes. Adjust the dimension line to the right end of the opening using the arrow keys. Use the width handle of the door to achieve the 80 cm clearance accurately. Repeat as necessary. To communicate the real height of your door without the frame in your plan, click on the Create Dimensions button on the toolbar, hold the Control key, and click near the side of the door. In the Add Dimension window, ensure the Elevation Dimension checkbox is checked. Set the distance between endpoints to 2 meters, ensure that Visible in 3D View is checked, and press OK. Move the elevation dimension line near the opening of the door. Use the height handler of the door to adjust the height of the door opening. Ensure that you add precise dimensions for your windows to accurately depict your plan and define the actual openings. Begin by closing any open windows. To precisely outline the elevation of each window opening, click on the Create Dimensions button located on the toolbar. While holding the Control key, click on the side of the window. In the Add Dimension window, ensure the Elevation Dimension checkbox is selected. Set the distance between endpoints to 80 cm, extend the lines to 50 cm, and make sure Visible in 3D View is checked. Then, click OK. Rotate the dimension line to ensure it passes through the exterior wall. Next, select the window using the Select Objects in Plan button. Use the elevation handler while observing the 3D view to align the bottom of the actual opening with the dimension line. Adjust the height of the window until the top end of the measurement touches the sill height of the window. Now, click on the Create Dimensions button again. Create a dimension line near the window measuring 1 meter and 50 centimeters. Ensure it extends sufficiently to pass through the exterior walls. Right-click on Dimension Line and on the pop-up menu select Modify Dimensions. On the window that appears, select Visible in 3D View and set elevation to 1 meter and 50 centimeters. Adjust the position of the dimension line using the arrow keys to align it with the right end of the opening. Utilize the width handle of the window to precisely match the 1 meter and 50 centimeters clearance. Repeat this process as needed for accuracy. Repeat the process until both ends of the dimension line align with the window jambs. By providing clear and accurate information about window jambs and sill height, future homeowners foster effective communication with architects and professionals, enabling informed decisions and ensuring the home is tailored to their needs and preferences. To define the clear height of the window, click on the Create Dimensions button. Then, while holding the Control key, click on the side of the window. In the Add Dimension window, ensure the Elevation Dimension checkbox is checked. Set the elevation to 80 centimeters, the distance between endpoints to 1 meter and 30 centimeters, extend the lines to 50 centimeters, and confirm Visible in 3D View is checked. Then, press OK. Rotate the dimension line to ensure it passes through the exterior wall. Lastly, adjust the height of the window using the height handler as necessary. Adjust the window height until both ends of the dimension line align with the sill height and the head height of the window. While architects and professionals handle the technical details during the design and construction phases, a homeowner's familiarity with the basic anatomy can contribute to better maintenance, functionality, and customization of doors and windows in their home. At this stage, we've approximately chosen the positions and sizes of the doors and windows. It's important to note that everything, including the entire floor plan, can still undergo changes. Don't forget to catch our next video where we'll demonstrate the insertion of furniture. Subscribe to 3D Logic class to stay updated on the latest tips and tricks for mastering Sweet Home 3D.